What is up, Need for Speed Racers? It's your wheelman Alex Cornnut, and we're here with an A-Class, very spicy build. My buddy SLOF, he brewed this one up about a week ago, and has been sitting on it. He kind of forgot about it because he sold it, and then we were talking. He's like, dude, you remember that build? And this car is a lot of fun in A-Class. It slays the short track. Any tracks that have really tight corners that don't have super long straightaways, this is like the most optimal car to drive for the most part. I mean, it's like right up there with the Pista with the way it handles and does stuff. It does have a couple caveats, so we'll talk about that when we get in. But at the end of the day, my man SLOF did some crazy stuff with this one, and it's a lot of fun. So let's delve right in. Today we are running the Porsche Cayman GT4 2015. For the engine in this car, you're going all the way to the left, running the basic 3.9 liter inline 6, 162 brake horsepower from stock. For there, we go down into parts. You're going to be running the Elite intake. You're going to be running the Sport ECU. You're going to be running the Sport fuel system. You are going to be running the Elite exhaust. You are going to be running the Elite Roots supercharger. You'll be running the Elite NOS. You get to run Elite road suspension. You get to run Elite brakes. You get to run Elite tires. Grip tires. Elite grip tires. Elite clutch. We're running the 5-speed transmission in this one. If you move the transmission, it goes right to S. That's a really good indicator. Like if you're running the 5-speed and then you move the transmission and it goes up a class and a half, that kind of gives you an idea where this car really probably should be, but where we're using it instead. And then we run the Elite differential. As always, auxiliary is up to you. I run nitrous grip, nitrous near miss. Do you. Have fun with it. If you find yourself behind the pack sometimes, maybe run nitrous draft. That's a good one too. Or drift if you're a drifty boy. For handling, full grip build, 100%, all the way, full grip. Steering sensitivity, go with what you feel. I'm starting to run higher and higher on the steering sensitivity. It makes the cars a little twitchy. Sometimes I'll get into a fishtail and I lose control, but when I am in control of the car, they turn a little faster. It's good for me. I really enjoy it. So play with that, practice that, you guys. Downforce all the way high on this build. You can do anything you want with the downforce. You can run it all the way low. I run it all the way high. You can literally do whatever you want with it. It keeps it in the class, so just do you. Traction control off. Drift entry off. That all being said, what that's going to give you is the 2015 Porsche Cayman S or Cayman GT4. 130 top speed. That's the caveat. 644 horsepower. 789 on the torque. This thing is nuts in A-Class. It's a lot of fun to build. It's socially acceptable right now because nobody else is running this car really. That's the thing. Like you run a Pista, everybody knows you're just Mr. Cheater Man. People quit out of the lobby. You run this, you're kind of on par with everybody else because it's a little slower than the Pista. It's slower than the NSX that gets put in A-Class. It's slower than the other like super broken cars, just due to that transmission. And just, I'll show you what I mean here. If you go into the parts and you change anything that will put you over 130 miles an hour, it puts it right into S-Class. Like anything. I've done every parts combination in the world on this. And if it goes faster than 130, if it hits 131, it is going to put you into S-Class. And so that's why we can run all Elite parts, because none of these change the top speed. If you're trying to do this on a budget, you can get away with doing, sport suspension. You can get away with doing lesser tires. You can get away with doing just pro brakes. I mean, you can save a lot of money on this build. Just do the regular super clutch. But when we're balling out of control over here on the channel, because all we do is win no matter what, we put on the Elite parts. But outside of that, this car is really good. It's really cool. I think this is one of probably the spiciest looking cars. I mean, the body kit you can put on this, we've had one guy mistake it for a Vulcan. He's like, oh, they got a Vulcan into A-Class, and it's like, no, we didn't. This Porsche is fun. It's cool. If you've got money to burn, give it a try. Run it a little different. We're trying to add different cars to the meta all the time. This is more of a cheese car, but hey, we're having fun here. Come and check me out on YouTube. Come and check me out on Twitch. We We stream most days. I've got a group of guys that are on comms with me all the time. My Discord's out there. You can come and get in with us. If you go to the About Me page on YouTube, it's right there. Come and join me on Twitch during the stream. We have a lot of fun there too. Last night we had some of the elite Need for Speed teams in our lobby. They are quite fast guys. They're very competitive on the competitive side of things. And we were racing with them, having a lot of fun. We ran all stock Beetles for a little while. We ran all stock Camaros. Don't do any performance parts, just run, compete. And really at the end of the day, we're out here to just enjoy ourselves, and it's going really well. So please like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you can to help me out. I would appreciate it. Other than that, give the car out. Drop a comment if you do. Let me know what you think. This is a SLOF build, SLOF. His name in game is You Kinda Cute. Thank you very much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.